Uchi. Here, let's talk about the meaning of following the process. Let's go, baby. Let's talk about it. Following the process. So, basically, when people say follow the process, what they really mean is when we put our emotions into the process, into our following the rules, following our trading plan, when we put our emotions into it and when we put the money into it, everything goes out the window. Everything that we learned for the past year, 2 years, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, whatever, however long you traded for or learned how to trade, all of that goes out the window. So you really gotta focus on goal setting, meaning this week I'm going to follow these rules. Not going on a tilt, not over trading, not over leveraging. 3 rules that you're gonna follow for the first week. The thing that what I did to break away from this emotion, I still got the emotions, but at least tame it down a little bit, just a bit. Is by setting rules for 3 months. So what I did was really hone down on the process and focus on the trading, focus on the trading part. Focusing on why am I taking the trade, my A plus setups, focusing on my session, my timing, and not having any sort of distractions. I don't listen to music or anything. I just focus on the charts, my session, my time, and that's it. Get my money and go. So what I did was for 3 months, what I did was I did a prop firm challenge, sorta, where I put a set of rules for 3 months. That's I can't break any of these rules, by the way. So I can't go on a tilt. If I go on a tilt once in these 90 days, I gotta reset 90 days again. I gotta redo it. Let's say I'm at 28 days in and I tilt, I gotta start from day one. So any of these rules that I break, I gotta start from day one. And people are gonna say, I get it in the comments, oh yeah, that's way too hard. Well, the only way if you want to succeed in this game, bro, is by focusing on the process, putting everything away, everything aside, focus on what you learned. You gotta focus on what you learned, man. People have the craziest questions. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Like, what you look on YouTube, all these programs you're looking at, all these trading strategies you look at, listen, that's the foundation, bro. That's your foundation. From there, you gotta pick at it, work at it, tweak it, and make it yours, man. And that's gonna take time. That's where you have to take your time on doing this. That's where the process falls in, because you won't make money at that time because you're creating your playbook. Here comes your part where you create your playbook. And by setting these rules, slowly you can start creating your playbook by setting up rules. What time you take your setup, what time your setup should show up during your session. If it's past 11:30, I won't take the trade. I take one winning trade a day. Take two losses I can take. All these little tweaks that you put in, it's all on you, man. It's all on you. You gotta put those little tweaks that you gotta put in there, like a risk management, big risk management, like you have $1,000 a pool, $1,000 pool, but you won't lose more than 600 a day, 300 per trade, risk 300 per trade. That's 2 trades a day, risk 300. If you lose one, okay, re-enter, whatever, you enter too early, but at the same time it should be all in demo, because I don't know why people risk so much by putting. But first, let's go back to the 3 months challenge or the 90-day challenge. By you doing that, emotion starts kicking in, because you punishing yourself. You're not allowed to buy a prop firm account. You're not allowed to take a real trade. It all has to happen on a demo account until you prove to yourself that you can do this. This is how you prove to yourself. And this is the breakthrough that you'll receive, knowing that you can trade, is by putting a foundation, putting some rules, and following that rules, so you know you won't break any of your rules. Literally, if you follow your rules for 3 months, you basically signed a contract with yourself saying that you don't break any rules, and now you can literally, you're not lying to yourself. Basically, you're not lying, because people literally lie to themselves. Yeah, I took a plus setup today. Because it freaking hit your TP doesn't mean you took an A+ setup. You know what I'm saying? Getting lucky doesn't mean you took your A+ setup. So again, make sure you write down, you journal, you take photos of your trade. Man, it's so important to take screenshots of your trade, man. To learn from your mistakes is a real big deal here in this game. Big deal. Learning from your trades, man. And the other thing that I did so many times is change my mind in the middle of a trade. It almost hit my TP, I will move my TP. It almost hit my sell stop, I'll move my sell stop. Like, those little things right there can screw up your whole process. You won't know the real outcome of your trading. You won't know the real outcome of the percentage. When you're backtesting, you don't know the real outcome when you keep moving these little things, when you're doing little things like that. You gotta understand, you gotta put in the work. You got the blueprint, keep on the blueprint. Put in the work. Put in the work. Print out charts. You know what I'm saying? Print out the charts, man. It's important. If you don't learn from, if you don't make a mistake or lose in a trade, you'll never learn. You will never know what you're doing wrong. You'll be like, oh, I'm the best trader. And when you take a loss, that's when it hurts. That's when you tilt. If you don't even understand what you're doing, you're just taking trades and winning all the time. I guess that's good, but anyways, that's it. Make sure you just like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks. It's your boy Gucci, and I'm out.